Well, I guess, Glenda, it really depends on who you ask. But yeah, as you said, last year, Mayor Mike Duggan in his annual State of the City address spoke about several key issues that the city really needed and what he really wanted to focus on. One of those things was eliminating blight, education, and of course, police and public safety. We dug a little deeper to see how those promises fare today. Take a look.
We've got a central goal for our future. We want to be a city that's committed to creating job opportunities for everyone.
Last March, Mayor Duggan made jobs one of his top priorities. The centerpiece of the plan, a goal to bring 5,000 new jobs to Detroit with the expansion of Fiat Chrysler's East Side plant.
We went to Chrysler and said, we want to pitch you on putting the plant in the city of Detroit.
At the time of last year's State of the City, the deal had not yet been finalized. 2 months later, after a series of complicated land swaps, the ink was dry.
The hiring starts with Detroiters first.
The deal promised to give Detroit residents a jump start on applying for jobs at the plant, but didn't make any guarantees on how many will be hired. So where do we stand today? Roughly 3,500 Detroiters have been invited to first-round interviews with FCA for the production operator position, but no hires have taken place. In short, nearly a year later, it's impossible to say how many Detroiters will ultimately be employed with one of the 5,000 promised jobs. Next up, crime. Mayor Duggan said he'd push for a $10 million budget increase for the police department and 70 new positions, but that couldn't be the city's only crime-fighting strategy.
We are not going to change the direction by doing more of the same.
Enter the Neighborhood Real-Time Intelligence Program, an offshoot of Project Greenlight. The initiative would add cameras to busy thoroughfares.
These are the traffic cameras we're putting up. We will get shots of the perpetrators as they go past, and we'll be able to chase them down.
According to the promise, nearly 450 cameras would be added to busy intersections by both the Detroit Police Department and the Department of Public Works over the course of 2019 and 2020. While the plan is moving forward, it was approved by City Council in November. It hit roadblocks this summer when Detroit became a flashpoint in a national conversation about surveillance.
Thank you for joining us.
Before the traffic camera initiative went to council, the Board of Police Commissioners were asked to weigh in on this, but also the city's use of facial recognition technology, a controversial tool the city spent over $1 million buying in 2017 and can be used on any of the footage obtained via the various citywide cameras.
It doesn't recognize darker skins. It couldn't recognize Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey, the two most famous black women in the world. This technology misidentified them.
While rules for facial recognition were ultimately approved in September by the Board of Police Commissioners, nearly 2 years after the technology was purchased, the debate highlighted a shift in perspective since last year's State of the City. Finally, education. Mayor Duggan announced that the city would be expanding Detroit Promise, a program aimed at providing Detroit high school graduates with the opportunity to attend 2- and 4-year colleges tuition-free, to include skilled trades certifications.
I don't want any part of running the schools, but I want to be a big supporter.
And following the State of the City, the support expanded even more with a new program in partnership with Wayne State University, offering free tuition to all graduating Detroit high school students.
And the doors just opened here just a few moments ago. The mayor expected to deliver his State of the City address in front of a few hundred people, but again, really focusing on 3 issues: auto insurance, the amount of business that's come to the city of Detroit since last year, and of course, public safety. The mayor also expected to announce that the Detroit Police Department will be hiring several hundred new officers, as well as a groundbreaking cadet program. A lot of people are really interested to hear that because there are a lot of police officers here today. They can't wait to hear what the mayor is going to say. Now, he will be getting on stage just before 7 o'clock tonight. His speech expected to last about an hour or so, and we'll have much more on it later this evening. For now, reporting live on Detroit's East Side, I'm Alan Campbell, 7 Action News.
All right.